Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Now you have selected thread level. Now, what is the refresh strategy? Is there? Reload once per interaction. Now let me show you what is reload once per interaction. Suppose you are passing a parameters to a data page. You are passing any params to a data page. Params in the sense like filtering. You have a list of records like you have India and all the countries and all the capital. Now you are passing a country name as a parameter. It has to filter it out. If you have passed India, it has to show Delhi. Now, if you select reload once per interaction, what will happen? If you select India, it will show you Delhi. If you select some other Sri Lanka, it will show you Colombo. Now in a similar manner, if you didn't select that reload per interaction, what will happen? If you select Delhi, it will show you. Sorry, if you select India, it will show you Delhi. If you select Sri Lanka, still it will show you Delhi only. If you have selected any other country, it will not get refreshed. The reload will not happen. You have to reload the data page for every interaction. Interaction in the sense like it has to reload it for every invocation. Suppose if you observe the ClickBuzz page. There is a cricket website that is called ClickBuzz. If you open that ClickBuzz for each and every cricket match. For ball to ball to ball, the page will get updated. For ball to ball, the page will get updated for some time only. It will update like that for some 10 minutes or like that. After that, the invocation will stop. You have to manually reload it. If you haven't interacted with that system, if you are not clicking on screen or if you are not hovering on it, it will not get reloaded. The page will become stale. If the page has become stale, the data will not get refreshed. Now, if you keep reload once per interaction, what will happen? It will reload every time when you interact with that screen. If you are showing some information on screen through data page, you observe the table layout contains the source as a data page, right? When we are discussing regarding sections, the layouts, the table layout has a source as a data page. You have three sources: property, report, definition and data page. Right. If you are sourcing with data page, if you are sourcing the table layout with data page, then what is happening? If you selected reload once per interaction, then what happens? If the user is trying to interact with the system based on a time or something, whenever the data gets updated, it will reloading. In the sense, it will call the source every time. Once reloaded, it will call the source. Suppose you take a cricket page only. You have selected reload once per interaction. Then what happens? If you are interacting with the system, then what happens? It will invoke a source one time. It may be a connectorize. It may be a report definition. It may be an activity. It will invoke a source and it will get a fresh data from the source and it will store on a clipboard. Or else if you are changing the parameters, if you are updating the parameters, then what happens? If you are past India, then what happens? It will invoke a source again. It will invoke It may be whatever the source it may be, it will invoke and it will get the fresh data. Now what is happening? Reload per interaction means it will invoke each and every time whenever you get into it or whenever you have passed different parameters. You understand it. Reload per interaction. It will interact. Whenever you are interacting, it will load. Reload per interaction. It's clear. You have a when rule. Do not reload when it's a when rule. Whenever that when rule becomes true, then it will get reloaded. The page will get reloaded. Now you have reload the folder. Reload the folder then is something you need to give. Mention days, time, minutes and all. Suppose you are getting weather information. There is a connector. The source of a database, some integration, the connector. You are fetching a weather information from a third-party website. Now what will happen? The weather will not change from minute to minute, right? It will not change suddenly, right? It will change for something like for 15 minutes or it will change in some half an hour, right? From sunny to cloudy or cloudy to rainy, it will not change in seconds, right? It will be updated in some minutes or some 30 minutes span of time, right? Now insert scenario what you will do. Reload if older than 30 minutes. You will keep it as 30 minutes. Then what will happen? Until 30 minutes, it will show the same data. It will show us some 30 degrees and sunny only. After 30 minutes, if you interact with the system, then only it will reload. After it will not just reload at 31st minute. It will show the same data until 40 minutes, until 50 minutes. It will show the same data. Once user interacts with the system, interacts in the sense like he has to open that section, or he has to load the database, or he has to click some button like show weather information, some button. On button you can call a database like that. If he interacts with the system, then only it will modify the data unless it will not refresh the data. You have to demand it there, like I need to show information. You just invoke it like that. You understand reload if older than write, like you have to mention a specific days or time here. After that particular time, it will reload the data only if you have interacted with the system. Only if you interacted with the system. See, there will be interview scenarios dependent on here. What one of an scenario is like, they will ask, suppose there is an user. The data page is configured with 30 minutes of reload time. Now he has opened. He has opened this data page in Google Chrome browser. Google Chrome browser. Now after 20 minutes, he has opened that in. He has opened it 4 o'clock. After 10 minutes, he has actually working on application for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, he left the application. He came back 4:20. Now he has opened the application in a Microsoft Edge browser. Some other different browser. He has left Google Chrome like that. Then what will happen? After 20 minutes, will the data will get reloaded or will not get refreshed? Let me repeat again. There is an user. He has logged into an application at 4 o'clock. He has worked on an application. He has interacted with an application till 4:10. Now here, the refresh strategy is for 30 minutes. Configure for 30 minutes. Now he has left the application until 4:20, like he went for a break, something. He left the application like that until 4:20. He came back to his system. He has opened the new browser and he has logged into the application back. He has actually left that Google Chrome like that. And he has came to Microsoft Edge. And he has logged into the application. Now will it show the same data? Or the D page will get refreshed? The D page will get refreshed. It is the same page. It won't get refreshed because it is set for 30. We have set for 30. Now what is happening here is like the session is actually changing. If you open any page on Google Chrome or any browser, it will create a session ID in the background for each and every page. Session ID in the background. Now what is happening? The session ID is changing. Whenever the session ID is changing, it will think like the user is changing or he has changed some application or some settings, and it will reload the data. You understand? There is session ID even for the same operator. If he has logged in through Chrome only, then might be it will not change. But he has changed the browser itself, right? Now the time will start again from the beginning, like it will reload, and 30 minutes will take to refresh. In that case, it's like changing the different browser. Definitely, it will not be. That is an interview. These type of questions they will ask. This will not generally impact your knowledge or anything. Just they will understand how much level deep you have understood the concept. You got it right. What I am trying to say. Just for understanding. There is no much issue if it has reloaded once also. But they will just ask this type of questions. Like if the user is logging in from different session or a different location, they will say, what are the location? Like if the session ID changes, it will reload. What we have discussed. One more thing I need to say. Thread request and scope. Is there right? Whatever you keep the scope, if you keep the thread level scope, it will reload most time. If you keep the node level scope, it will not refresh. Whatever the scope may be, the functionality of an application will be same. If you keep for a thread level pages, if you keep a node as a scope, the functionality will not impact. Still the data page works as same. What is the issue? Is the performance is the issue, and the data access is the issue. Unnecessarily, you are giving data access to all operators. You understand what I am trying to say? Whatever the scope may, the functionality of a data page will not get changed. Functionality still remains the same. The issue is with performance, and the issue is with the loading of a data page. Confused? It will be slowed down multiply. It will slow down the scope. You need to give it careful. Looking into performance of your application, you understand the load management, and you have clear data page. Why you will use clear data pages? Let me tell you. If you are in a production The code is deployed to production. The source of a data page is something. Source of a data page is something. Your report definition, let's assume you have updated some values in production. In report definition, you have updated some values in your database. You have configured the refresh strategy for 5 days. Let's assume you have configured this strategy for 5 days. And the source is an underscore, is a node level data, and the scope is a node level data. You have made some changes in a database, right? That's a common data. It will not update it every time. You have changed some due to sometime. What happens? The endpoint and will get updated based on your certificates and might be for some reason you have changed the date. It is a node level data page and the refresh strategy is actually configured for 5 days. You have changed the data in B. Whenever the people are interacting with the data page, it will not show the latest information. It will still show the old information because it has already invoked SO and it is stored on a clipboard until 5 days is reached. It will not show the new information for the operators. You got my point. What I am trying to say. In 30 minutes, if you are referring the data page, it will not hit the source. It will show the data which is present in the clipboard. It will load the data and it will store it on a clipboard. Unless the time is reached, it will not hit the source. It will fetch the data. It will pull the data from clipboard only. I mean temporarily. It will repress the same page. It will not connect it to source data like a server. What is update? That is the main advantage of data pages. Whenever you invoke a data page, it will not hit the source every time. It will not hit. If it is hitting a source every time, why should you? As a data page, you can directly report definition at every point of time, or you can store it from report definition. Why again? Sourcing it to data page. Why again? You are using page. The data page concept is like it will load the data. It will store the data in a clipboard. It will not hit the data. It will not hit the source until and then the refresh strategy is reached. It will only if you are pulling any information before the refresh strategy is reached. It will pull the data from the clipboard. First time it has stored in a clipboard, right? The data only it will pull. You understand what I am trying to say? If refresh strategy is 5 days and the source is report definition, something has modified in a D, the users are referring the data page. Since the refresh strategy is reached, it will not hit the source. It will store the old information to all the users. You got my point. It is showing wrong information, right? It is not showing latest information. What people will do in production, support team, or there will be some net for support. They will log into production. They will click on Clear Data page. You have an option, the Clear Data page. You select that one. You click on the Clear Data page. It will ask to flush. You click on that button. Is there page management? This button, is it not visible? Now it's visible. It is asking to flush the database. Flush means it will remove all the data, and whenever the users are interacting, since the data is not there on a data page, it will reload the fresh data. It will hit the source again. You select that one and you flush. Submitted. That one. It's like concept like clearing the browsing, clearing the cache memory, or you can assume like anything, like you are clearing a memory from clipboard. Basically, it's not a cache memory. Successfully removed from the clipboard. Now the page itself is not there on a clipboard. What happens whenever the user is trying to see the data on a database, or if he's trying to do any manipulation or something like it, it will load the data fresh. Fresh means it will invoke. It will load fresh. Now all the users will get new data, fresh data. You understand what is the use of clear data? Clear data page helps remove the old data and it will to fetch a new data. For doing a clear data page, you no need to do private edit. You no need to do any changes and all. It's just a button. You need to click it if it's a production. Also, you can do it like if they told you to do. As a support team, you will have this dev access. You can do it. Clearing the data on a data page. Any questions? You understand, right? The definition. What? That's why the definition will be like data pages are used to load onto clipboard on demand, on based on refresh strategy. Whenever the refresh strategy is rigid, it will not directly. You have to interact. Then only it will load the date. Any question? Indifferent. Go to definition. Any questions? Structure. You have one more concept. Can you select list type? You see, this is not required at this point of I'm not touching this one key. This I'm not touching. If you click on it will property. Can you click on it will properties and I'm not touching this one. I'm not it the things complex at the port of return thing. If will in a session because a session like practical implementation, better understand people, interviews, work class, similar activities, right? Simulated. So, so let work simulate support integration with action of system integration, whether application request parameters, whether application risk parameters, location, right? Return temperature, right? Or climate, sun, cloud. Basically, request something, right? Support, connect, integration. Suppose sometime application happened, connect delayed, end, simulate, select, simulate, sort, transform, 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 hardcode, test, perk, hard, temperature, increase, key, sub, transform, math, temperature, temperature, sun. Actually, test, papo, simulating, whenever, integration, whenever, integration, chain, connect, actually, check, simulated, sort, chain, depends, connect, without, waiting, system, like without, oath, people, provide, deed, delayed, sometimes, like waiting, particular, similar, like, sam, respond, rest, they, they, respond, hardcore, transform, development, whenever, transform, simulate, whatever, whenever understand. Needs to be, like your application needs to be consistent. Like the data you're showing must be character data. At that time, what you will do, post it first. After you load the data page, you will validate or you would manipulate here. Post. Load means after loading, you will do some kind of processing, like you can manipulate a data page, or you can sort the data page, or else you will validate the data in your data page. Whatever you think you need, you can do it and then only to store it on a clipboard after post loading is done. It will store that data. Suppose you are getting an employee name and employee salary. You need to store the data on a clipboard, not in a random way. You have to store it from ascending to descending based on employee salary. Now you will do that thing in post-load processing. Whenever the data is loaded, it will execute the below activity. That is an activity. You click on down arrow, you do. Those are all activities. You select one thing and try to open it. Those are all activity rules. All the application activity rules. They click on that icon. You are doing post-loading. It is an activity. You can write your own manipulations and all here. You understand it. Post-load processing. Any questions here? Query options is not required. Allow query using JSON. That is not required. Go to Load Management tab. Do you have any optional limit to single data page? No, I think that is removed. Any questions on data pages, like go through the data pages once. Now I'll tell you one thing, savable data page. Is there, right? The savable data page. You will not just save the data page. You have to explicitly invoke it. You have to explicitly call. Then only it will save the data you let, I think you can in. You can invoke it from flow action. Let me also check it. Once you expand the process, is there a process below where you will have a flow action? Do I open flow action? Open any flow action. Go to action. Go to actions. Go to actions. Go to actions. Go to actions. Go to action. Go to actions. Go to come down. A data page come down. No, not that come down. Can I click on that indicator? Local and connective. Is there no click on that local action? U2B, no click on the indicator. One second, click on add data page there somewhere. Here there are 2, 3 places. Savable data pages here. You have not. Here you have to save. You have to add a data page. Similarly, you have 2, 3 places. See, then only the data will get saved. If you have had it here, we'll discuss the flow action concept. And then we'll go through this. Similarly, you have 2, 3 places. How you can save a data page. It will not just save like that. We have to invoke it from somewhere, from flow action or some data. See those things, you let me know. I know one more place, but I don't know how many are there total. But these two, I know this is also an interview question. They will ask like, will the data page will save automatically? No, it will not save automatically. You need to invoke it from somewhere else, like from flow, action, or other places. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.